to our next topic, recovery from deadlock. Before studying recovery from deadlock, deadlock detection algorithm has already completed its task. That means deadlock detection algorithm has detected that deadlock is present in the system. Now it is the turn to the next recovery of the deadlock. Because our system is in deadlock state, so we must recover it from the deadlock so that processes can resume its working, processes can complete the rest part of the execution. So this is also one of the important factor in the deadlock, that when the deadlock detection algorithm has detected that deadlock is present in the system, then some mechanism, some technique must be there to recover the system from the deadlock so that system will resume its working. Now, what is the solution for the recovery of the deadlock? Let us first understand why the deadlock is detected, or due to which factors deadlock is occurred in the system. What are the factors that are involved due to which deadlock is occurred? Obviously, that factors are either process or resource, because process wants to complete its execution. For the complete execution of the process, it requires resource. That resource may not be available in the system, or that resource may not be free in the system, due to which process is in the waiting state, due to which process is in the deadlock state. So, process and resource, these are the two important factors for which we have to take some measures, due to which we can able to recover the system from deadlock. Now let us consider one by one. First, process. What measures we can take related to process so that system will recover from the deadlock. So what measures we can take with the process? The processes which are involved in the deadlock, that processes, if we terminate, then system will come out from the deadlock. Or if we kill that process, due to whichever processes the system is in deadlock state, if we kill that processes, obviously system will come out of the deadlock. That means we will achieve recovery from the deadlock by considering process as an important parameter. So, the option available for the recovery with the process is either we can terminate the process or we can kill the process, and in turn system will come out from the deadlock. Now, here we have to take the major decision that which processes we can kill. At that time, there are some important factors that one must take into consideration, that which process we should select to kill or to terminate. At that time, one should give the importance that what is the cost involved in killing the process. If there is a process which has completed almost its 90% part of the execution, and if we are killing that process just to break the deadlock situation, then killing or terminating this process cost is too much. Okay, there is one more solution, that we can kill all the processes that are involved in the deadlock, and ultimately our system will recover from the deadlock state. So there are two options with the process. Either we kill all the processes that are involved in the deadlock, or we kill first process that is involved in the deadlock, then we will check whether now system is in deadlock state or not with the help of deadlock detection algorithm. If its deadlock detection algorithm now tells after killing this first process still the system is in deadlock state, then we move forward to the second process which is involved in the deadlock. We kill this second process. Again we apply deadlock detection algorithm whether now the system is in deadlock state. If deadlock detection algorithm tells that still system is in deadlock state, Then we move forward to the third process. Likewise, we will continue till the system will recover from the deadlock. So, by choosing either of these options, that by killing all the processes or by killing a single process, which procedure we can take or we should adopt to recover the system from deadlock, at that time few parameters should be taken to the consideration. That is priority of the process, then cost involved in terminating that process, the number of tasks or number of parts that process has already completed, number of resources allocated to the process. If we consider these four measures, and accordingly operating system should take wise decision between these two solutions, either to kill all the processes or we should go for one by one killing the processes. Operating system will take wise decision regarding process termination. Okay, recovery from deadlock can be achieved either by process termination or resource preemption. Just now we have discussed how the process termination can be achieved. Now we will discuss how the resource preemption can be achieved, or how the resource preemption help to recover the system from deadlock. So, to recover the system from deadlock, if we preempt the resource because it is requested by some process. This resource is requested by some process so that that process can resume its working. So, if we preempt a particular resource, it can be made available to any requesting process. In this way, we can recover the system from the deadlock. So, to recover the system from deadlock, there are only two options. Either we can terminate the process or we can preempt the resource. So, while discussing about preempting of the resource, we should take three major decisions. These decisions are selecting a victim, rollback and starvation. Selecting a victim means we have to select appropriate resource. We have to take decision which resource we should preempt so that system will come out, system will recover the deadlock. So, while selecting a victim, there are three parameters that one should take into consideration. These three parameters are priority of the resource, its own cost, and cost affecting the resource, cost affecting the other processes. So, while discussing about priority, we will select a resource which is having low priority. So, preempting a resource which is having low priority is beneficial. Own cost, cost involved in preempting a resource. If we are preempting such resource for which it is allocated to a process, that process has completed very less part of its execution. If we preempt such resource, then obviously the cost involved is very less, because this resource is allocated to such a process which has completed very less part of its execution. So there is less loss of the system. Third factor is cost affecting other processes. If we are preempting a particular resource, how many maximum number of processes can restart? That means the importance of this resource preemption. If I selecting a particular resource to get preempted, with that preemption, maximum number of processes can be restart their execution. That means more demanding resource should be get preempted so that maximum number of processes will be benefited. This is the first decision that we have to take, that is selecting a victim. Second decision that we have to take is rollback. Since with the first decision we have already selected a particular resource for the preemption. So whichever resource we have selected as a victim, that resource is previously allocated to a particular process. Since we are printing that process has stopped its execution because its resources get printed. Now, one should take proper measure to restart this process, to roll back this process for its complete execution. Third decision is starvation. We should not select a resource in such a way that one particular process is again and again going to the waiting state, because again and again we are selecting a same resource to print. So one should take proper consideration that a particular process should not again go into waiting state, that is the starvation, due to the preemption of the particular resource. So these are the three major decisions we have to take while printing the resource so that we will recover the system from the deadlock. I repeat the three major decisions, that is selecting a victim, rollback and starvation.